Welcome everyone to Daytona, and I think everybody's ready. Caleb Faircloth is on the pole. Connor DaCosta will start to his outside. And then you got another row of Camaros behind them in row number 2. Jack is with us again. Welcome, Jack.
Hello, audience.
Also, don't mind the black outline around the screen. It's, for some reason, my computer's just been doing that lately. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's not going to mess it up that much. So, this is going to be a very interesting race. 56 laps, stage break at lap 28. Probably going to be some wrecks sprinkled in there, but
everything we're used to here at this track.
Yeah. Let's get the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there we go. So the engines are fired, and I think everybody has been waiting for this, and I certainly have. It's going to be one of the more fun races that we've experienced. Everybody loves Daytona, and I think we're ready to get going as the cars roll off and you see the inside of cars. Don't worry about that.
We all love this track. It's got pack racing, it's got wrecks, it's got everything you love. It's classic racing. So as we get ready to go here, let's get an update on the points. Chris Lilly has taken the points lead. Jackson Steiner is second. Drake goes on third. Ethan Lahr, the rookie, fourth. Tony Peterson's fifth. Joseph Costello, sixth. Seventh. Nick Hagee, eighth. Brian Lilly, ninth. Ryan Bogey, 10th. Michael Logan, another rookie, 11th. And Jack Mitchell, 12th. That is your current playoff position. Jack Mitchell's in a tie right now with Colin McCoy for that last cut spot, but Jack Mitchell has a win this year, so he has the tiebreaker. Those are your top 12. Those would be your playoff drivers if this were the first race of the playoffs. Last race before we take the All-Star break, so
Yeah. So
it's to go for that, but I doubt that's really on anyone's minds right now.
last time we were here at Daytona, it was a crazy one. It went down to the wire, and Chris Lilly ended up going to victory lane. He starts 5th tonight, looking to get to victory lane again.
Watch out for it. You want to keep an eye out for this guy for sure. He is able to really just do great at these play races.
So it's really anybody's shot here. Anybody can win this race, so don't count anybody out unless you're badly wrecked, which we are going to see a lot of cars ended up like that tonight. So here we go. The pace car is pulling off here in a second, and we're going to get going here at Daytona under the lights. Faircloth and DaCosta on the front row. We're racing at Daytona, underway here under the lights.
Koth got a nice jump on the field, but he'll get quickly caught up to as they head through the first turn for the first time. Another guy to keep an eye out for, Connor DaCosta, in that 94 Mustang. 100 he wrecked, but still managed to finish the race on the lead lap.
He's going to make a move for the lead here early down the back straightaway. Doesn't have any help down there. Here comes Preston Cope to the back of his teammate, or his former teammate. They're 3 wide already. Contact in the middle of the pack. And here comes Preston Cope to follow along with DaCosta, and he's going to look to take the lead. And who's going to lead lap 1? Contact!
Ooh,
around goes the 23. Chris Lilly around in front of the field. 5, 6, 7, 8 cars around. There's Jordan Strunk. Not that much major damage, though. Everybody gets away. Ah, Chris Lilly, very heavy damage to the rear of the car. But besides that,
the guy who got most of the damage. Everyone else, they got a couple licks there.
And there goes everything we just set out the window. Chris Lilly early on, heavy damage to that car. along with his teammate Matthew Dutcher. Gabe Cazzola was also around. Benson Pettin, last week's winner, involved. Caleb Nelson looks like he had to check up. Zach Kame, you saw some right side damage, but Connor DaCosta will be your leader here. Definitely looks like
198 they got together. They were kind of trying to get by it. I think both of those cars, not really significant damage on either of them. We'll see it here.
I think the 81 got in the back of
81
Chris
just hooked him.
and hooked him
81
down.
just hooked him.
He saved it, but just hooked the 23, and the 23 couldn't save it, and hard into the outside wall. So gassed in there, makes some contact, gets away.
The guys on the bottom go low to try to get out of it. Here's where I was saying, I think.
Yeah, the one in the 89 made some contact. Joseph Costello, heavy damage as well. Brian Lilly
Good for
also made
Joseph.
some damage. Nate Polite slid by on the top, barely.
It is not good for Joseph. He was 6th in points coming into this race.
Along with Chris Lilly, he's the points leader coming into this race.
He's the points leader. He might take a hit in the points.
Shoot.
He had about I want to say 14. I don't have a calculator in front of me.
No, he
right
only
now.
had a 1-point lead over Jackson Steiner.
After Richmond? No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, never mind. But look at this. Nate Polite barely slides by up on the top. Gets away with no damage. We got some pit stops here early on.
I was right. 14-point advantage for Chris Lilly, and that's not gonna be helpful for him because he's out of it early, I think.
Oh, it's a very busy pit road. The 7 car went around. They all had to check up, and there's more contact. More contact. The 88. Oh, the 88 got hit again. He got hit twice under pit road.
That happened in front of the one again.
I don't know. No, Jack Mitchell was way up there, but Connor
Looked like he
DaCosta
was maybe towards that.
did
There was
not win the
probably
race
that
off pit
car.
road. Chris Lilly, not Chris Lilly. Preston Cope
Preston
will win the
Cope.
race off pit road. Looks like Noel Rivera will be out second. Now they all got to find their positions here.
That's what Faircloth is doing on the bottom right now.
Better be careful here not to make some contact. There's a bump there. The 12 got in the back of the 87. They're all still trying to figure out where they're supposed to go. Okay, it looks like the 48 does go in front. So Preston
the
Cope will be the
48.
leader.
I'm gonna sort things out. Cope the leader, Faircloth second, Rivera third, DaCosta fourth, McCoy 5. Woody Kupski, he won the last track race, I believe.
Yeah, he won the
at
race,
Talladega.
the last restricted plate race. Ethan Lara looks like he had to come down pit road once again. He will be at the tail end of the lead lap. But nobody retired from that race or from that wreck. Chris Lilly will stay on the track along with all the other guys involved. But
Stay on the track. I don't know if it'll be up to speed
Yeah,
though, so that's gonna
see
be
the
a problem
damage.
for him.
looks like Lilly's car is relatively fixed, but we don't know about internal effects or aero. That's going to be the
Have to see
thing
if
to
he
look
stays
out
on
for.
lead lap.
But we're coming through 3 and 4 to take the green flag once again. Preston Cope and Caleb Faircloth, former teammates. Preston owns the team that the 48 is on, but he does not run for that team. Faircloth is teammates with the 42 of Colin Cope, who is in 7th in DuPont Motorsports. But 2 other JM1 cars, 8th and 9th. And then in 10th is Cameron Caldwell. But here we go. Up front is dominated by the Chevrolets, but in the top 2, then you have a Toyota and then a Ford. So coming back to the green flag, Preston Cope will lead him down. Green flag back in the air, and Preston Cope looks to hold on to the lead. Already some cars going to the top.
Cope, he needs a run like this. He hasn't really had that good of a season so far. I
Oh,
think
we
he
got a
could-
car
Oh,
off.
we got a wreck.
Oh, looks like the 59 blew an engine right off that start. Checked up a lot of guys back here.
That happened right on the entrance to pit road, which means he has to go all the way back. around
Yeah,
the
that's
track
gonna
all the way
hurt
back
him.
to go.
Preston Cope falls to the outside. Here comes DaCosta already. He's restarted in the 4th spot. He's going for the lead.
We knew DaCosta would be a guy to watch out for.
They're going to go 3 wide. Colin McCoy going 3 wide for the lead here on lap 6.
Watch out.
We've seen wrecks for the lead before.
Daytona isn't exactly the roomiest of tracks, so you
Yeah,
can
it's
really
pretty
only
tight.
run 3 wide for so long.
4 wide's a stretch. Connor DaCosta trying to hang on the top lane, but it's not going to be enough. Colin McCoy will lead that lap. Here comes Noel Rivera and Colin Cope on the bottom behind him.
All these guys, including here comes the 87, all these guys were really kind of up front during the Daytona 500.
Yeah, Rivera started on the outside pole. They will move up to the top lane in front of DaCosta. DaCosta's going to do the crossover. He's going to go 3 wide.
Yeah, Preston Cope.
Preston Cope's going to go with him. Preston and DaCosta will go 3 wide in the middle. Watch out. Contact. The teammates make contact, but they stay straight.
Going into the turn, they have to be very careful. 42 needs to watch out.
Oh, the 1's coming to pit road.
Stops.
The 1 and the 7 coming to pit road right after they just pitted. I'm not sure if that's strategy. The 898 will also come to pit road.
I think it might be strategy. Definitely seeing the
The
starting.
1 has some rear end damage. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe on pit stops. I think maybe he's repairing that damage.
I think, you know.
It's early in the race, though.
You know how, like I said, there was like an incident on pit road that I thought the 1 was around. Maybe that's what happened behind him. He got a
Yeah.
couple licks from behind.
Yeah.
But I think this is definitely the start of green flag pit stops because he wasn't the only one who came to
Yeah.
pit road. Those guys behind him didn't have damage.
Well, the 98
The
did have
strat-
damage.
The
But-
strategy would help.
Yeah. And look at the 94. He has
94.
got a gap. As they're all battling back here, he's just
So
making a
dominant.
gap between himself and the field. He took that lead. Remember, he went through the middle and took that lead away. So that's a really good move. They're going to get
Guys coming
lapped
off
here.
pit road.
It's going to be very hard to get their laps back with the way this race goes.
Lapped here, but then again, they might not need to come back to pit road when the rest of the field pits.
47 got blocked by the 14. The 98 Nick Hagee. It looks like the field's splitting up here. This group back here is way slower than the group up here in the front. Looks like these guys are starting out. We're going to have separate packs. Connor DaCosta leads the field, continuing to lead the field.
I think those pit stops kind of threw everyone off.
Yeah.
They're not sure when they're going to pit, but I don't need from those guys. Eventually, they are going to catch DaCosta if they keep running single file.
And there we
As I
go.
say that, the 14.
He's going to have no help, though. So he'll have to slide back in line here.
The 90 and the 14 are going to want to work together. 3 wide position here. Preston Cope on the inside of that. More 3 wide.
Nate Polite up in that pack as well. Got a lot of guys up here. Chris Lilly and the other damaged cars look like they've fallen off. It's very weird to see this pack separate. We've never really seen this before. Except for like a slow car slowing them down, but these
Yeah, I
guys
think
keep
it was
battling.
just those cars coming off pit road.
DaCosta's still hanging on to it as these guys just keep battling.
They need to run single file. That's their only chance they have at catching the 94.
And they still won't.
94, you know, he's been this dominant pretty much all season long.
Just hasn't finished off the deal. We'll see if he can do it tonight. So far, he's looked like the best car.
He is, it's right now. He is 33rd in points, and this performance does not show it because he's been running.
got
like
battle
this
for the lead.
all season. Got up for the lead.
Colin McCoy got a run, and he's going to take the lead away here if he can clear him off of 2. And he will, so Colin McCoy to the lead.
94's hanging on. Oh, yeah.
He's going to slide in. He's going to go to crossover. The 90's going to go with him. No, he's going to go 3 wide for the lead. What a move by Nick Hagee, and I don't think he's going to be able to get there. He will. He's on the left rear. Watch out. Oh, contact. Around goes the 94. Up into the wall they go. DaCosta hard in the field. Oh, my. The 46, Reese Kupski upside down. And there it is, Jack. DaCosta can hang on to it again. And more contact. The 28, Preston Cope also had some heavy damage on that.
It got too
That
low
hurts.
on the start. You'll see it. But yeah, I was just about to say, Costa's so low in points, and his performances don't show it because he is just running so well when he's in front, or not even when he's in front. No, much all the time, and then wrecks like that happen, and his race just falls down the drain. See if he continues. It looks like he'll be able to. I think what happened here was that the 90 and the 94 just got too close to the apron.
Yeah, the 94 tried to shut the door on him. You see here, and there's just not enough room to shut the door. He was there and hooked his left rear.
Couldn't go back up the track either because
Yeah.
the 14 was in the way.
He was hooking
And
him,
then
and he couldn't save it.
clipped on the apron.
He
Just
used the
can't-
14 as a wall here. Tried to straighten himself out, but once he hits the wall, he bounces back down the banking.
This
and
is
here's
one of
the
the
hit.
hardest hits you'll see.
At least it wasn't in the driver's side door. The 46 also goes upside down. There's the 28. And oh, another hit for DaCosta.
Those
Jelani
guys
Howell involved.
Jelani Howell, Brody Kupski involved. Preston Cope on the top, grazing the wall.
Here's Reese Kupski upside down.
And this is where more cars come in. I think the one just
Yeah,
barely
he barely
this.
missed his teammate. Right there. Oh, that's close. 7 as well. And then here, they just didn't slow down for the 28, and Strunk just piles in.
I don't think they realized the 28 was off pace. One just piles in at this point. And then here comes another. No, Jelani Howell, I think, got by that, actually. Yeah, he did. So, that's the epitome of his season.
It is. It really is. And it's just sad to see it. He's run so well, and he just slides right back to second. Okay, he'll get back in line, no big deal. And he gets hooked and just right into the field.
Not too aggressive.
Let's go on board with Braden Cisco here, who's at the front end of this third pack. And he did a great job of sliding by. Barely missed it. And then a pileup happens behind him. But this changes everything because now we really don't have a dominant car up there. It's just throw in your cars and just see what happens.
We'll keep an eye on the guys who came to pit road earlier, kind of ahead of schedule. We'll see if they come to pit road a second time around.
Looks like Faircloth will run the race off pit road. Hagee, Rivera, Cameron Lara is a lap down. Blaze McKinney. Braden Cisco is going to come out here too as well. Here's Jack Mitchell. I suppose I didn't have the ticker on all race long. That would help. Just a little bit.
It's a clutch issue for. Can't tell who that is. The
59. And that was what happened on that restart. So the 1, the 98, and the 7 are a lap down. Faircloth will be back in the lead. So after all that, it's a wild card now. I honestly thought that DaCosta was just going to be able to hang on the rest of the
I
race.
still think those lap cars can get their laps back once green flag pit stops happen. I really do think they'll be able to find a way to get back in this race, but
Yeah, like the 7 right here.
you just never know.
If he can get in front and then have the caution come out, then that'll put him back on the lead lap.
Same with any of those guys who came
Yeah.
to pit road.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. Noel Rivera, I'm gonna watch out for him. He's doesn't really have any friends. Most of these Chevy guys, they work together because there's so many of them up here in the front. Rivera's kind of all by himself. We'll see what he can do.
See what happens as we get ready to once again back green.
Looks like we have a car off pace. It's the 77, last week's winner, Benson Pettin. Looks like he is really slow. Maybe he has an issue, a tire down or so. We'll see what happens. Faircloth back in the lead. Green flag is back out, and a great
What a
restart. These guys are bumper to bumper. Who's going to make the move? It's going to be Rivera with help from the 7. There's that help he was looking for. There's the
He didn't
09.
get the restart he wanted. Here comes the 1 low. I think that lap traffic is up to speed. They just have to
Yeah.
find a way to get to the front.
And here comes a
Green
big
flag pit
push.
stops happen, or if a caution comes
Rivera
out.
to the inside. Down the back straightaway. The 48 doesn't really have a lot of help on the top, and that's going to allow Rivera to get the run. And here comes Mason Tyler, 3 wide. The 7, the lap car in the middle. Watch out, don't get your left rear hooked, and we saw it happen last time that happened. It was a big wreck, and Mason Tyler's going to move up into second. He's going to go up in front of the 7, and here comes Braden Sisko up here. Haven't really talked about him that much this season. He's having a great showing. Brooks Bergersmith up here, Nathan Inman up here. Inman had a great run on Wednesday at Richmond, and here comes the 89. This 47 blocks it.
Oh, watch out! He got so close to him.
What a block by Rivera. This rookie's showing some veteran moves up in the front. 89 doesn't have that much help behind him. These top two are kind of pulling away a little bit.
There, I think the 1 and the 7 are kind of challenging each other.
Oh, the 26 and the 00 made some contact on the backstretch.
How close they are. They're so close.
Contact! Oh, the 1! Oh my gosh, that was close.
Saved it.
That was
He
so
saved
close.
it.
I thought the 1 was going to hook the 74. Looks like the 89 is going to get past
1 and
47.
87 made contact too.
And then the 1 hooked the 74, and I don't know how those guys didn't wreck.
It's just expert racing by those veterans.
The top two are on the top lane trying to hold off Nick
Keep in
Hagee.
mind, the 1 and 7 are racing for position against each other because this is for the first car off the lead lap, which means they get their lap back if the caution came out. So
Nick Hagee on the bottom, Mason Tyler on the top. Put Hagee in the middle. Thought the 00 was going to look 3 wide. The 89's trying to get a run up on the top. They're pushing really good. 56. We're coming to the stage break in 10 laps. Almost 4 wide. Watch out. They're getting pretty squirrely here. Up front, still side by side, 89 and 90. Who's going to lead this lap? 3 wide.
Oh, you have to be so careful if you're going to go 3 wide for the lead, especially the way the 90 did.
What a move by the 00 to go to the inside, and he's going to go 3 wide. He's got help from the lapper, Jack Mitchell, and then the 2 DuPont Motorsports cars, the 42 and the 48 behind them.
If Mitchell can make a pass, that would put him back on the lead lap.
Yeah, as long as this caution, if there's a caution when he's out in front of the leader, then that'll put him on the lead lap. But I don't know if it'll put him in the front, like in the front of the field, or it'll actually loop him around back to the back of the field. We'll see here. Watch out. More contact. Oh, the 42 up the track. 4 wide. He's going to get hooked. Oh, he saved it. They went on the apron, and they saved it. The one's out front, but for how long?
He did get his lap back, but everyone else behind him, it's for position.
Yeah, they're all trying to take the lap away from him now.
I think the 1 was really hoping they would wreck.
Yeah, while he was out front, but it's not going to happen, and he's going to scoot to the back. 4 wide. McKinney tried going low. And there they go, up in the wall. The 49 upside down, just like in the duels. Or the Clash, I don't remember. It was one of these races that looked just like that. Connor Hudson upside down.
I think that will give the 1 his lap back anyway, because there were no lap cars in front of him.
Yeah, but he had to be in front of the leader, and he was not. And this is the race back to the line. Looks like Dylan Fox is going to win it out of all of that. Look who snuck his way back up here, and Drake Gosland up in the top 20, but another hard wreck, Mason Tyler.
So many hard wrecks for all those guys.
I think there was a wreck just like this in the duels with Connor Hudson and Colin McCoy, I think, were up in that turn 2 wall, and they buckled up on each other just like that. Looks like Blaze McKinney here. That was Blaze McKinney here. He tried getting in that slot right in front of the 7, and it was just too late. You're going to see here. He tried getting down. It's too late. Gets forced 4 wide. The 7 gets pushed down into the 49.
This is where you're in a tight spot because you went low, but those guys are already closing up the gap, so you can't go back high, and then you can't. If you go back low, you're just gonna wreck. So it's just not the smartest move by the 87. I think he probably should have just stayed in line.
Oh, the 93 come barreling in there.
It's hard hits for so many of these guys.
28 of Dutcher continuing to have a bad night. There's DaCosta, but he's just, I think his damage is too bad. He's barrel rolled. He's been into the wall hard, so Joseph Costello also on pit road. Dylan Fox the leader. Once again, I think we're going to have pit stops now, and yes, we will. We'll see who comes out of pit road first. Contact back there, the 49 and the 28. Oh, 77 gets into him. It's a busy pit road A lot of cars with damage. 9 will come out first. 47 looks like he'll be out. No, the 48 is going to beat the 47 out. Barely, I think. I think he got him there.
It was really close right there.
And there's the 1 in the 98. They're going to stay out. That'll give them their lap back. But I think they're going to be in the front of the pack. So that means they're going to have to hold them off again. And then wait for another. Oh, no, they're going to come back to pit road. Okay.
Melise, you got me all hyped up.
The lap cars usually, I forgot, they come to pit road a lap after them. After the lap cars do. But this is going to be a 2-lap dash. Or a 3-lap dash to the finish of stage number 1. Mitchell, Strunk, Lark, and Stello are a lap down. The 12 and the 41 have gone to the garage. They weren't really they didn't have that much damage, so I'm not sure what happened to them.
Did. He was involved in that first big
Yeah,
wreck.
but the 12 he wasn't really involved in that much. I didn't see any damage on his car, but we'll have to see what happened to him. Dylan Fox leads him back, and Faircloth already looking to take that lead away again. To the outside. He's got help. The 47's looked pretty quick. We'll see if he can push him up top, but the 14's going to come push the 9. And here comes that big push. The 32 of Drew Graves, last time he was at Daytona, he had a mechanical failure that put him in the garage early in the race. 9's going to go to the top. Here comes the 14. Look who snuck up in here. Tony Peterson. He's had a couple good runs lately, up in the top 10 in points, I believe.
See right here.
Drake Gosselin up in the mix as well. Jackson Steiner up here. Caleb Nelson was involved in that first wreck. He's still hanging on. Ryan Bogey, his teammate, up here. Benson Pedden, who actually went no, he was at the tail end of the lead lap. He's actually back up here after having to go to pit road under that caution. Chris Lilly is still hanging on after being involved in that first crash. He's trying to catch up to the pack, but we're 3 wide for the lead. Here we go. It's Nick Hagee. Yeah.
You mentioned Tony Peterson. He's 5th in points coming into this race.
So he needs another good run, and he's doing it right now. He's going for the lead. And,
all over the bumper.
And yeah, there was multiple big ones.
Yeah.
Right here. You can see. Nick Hagee out front, but he's not going to be able to hold it for long. Tony Peterson to the inside. The front pack is about 15 cars. And they're all racing hard. Nathan Inman to the inside. There's the 3 of Caleb Nelson, 3rd car on the inside. That new Wrangler scheme he's running for this race.
Next time by, it'll be the white flag for the stage.
This is the lap. This is the final lap of the stage. So let me call the caution.
We're going green next time by.
So race back to the line. Nathan Inman trying to win the stage. And he has a big gap. Drake Gosling going to try to get to him, but I don't think he's going to do it unless they get a really big run on him here. They might wreck. They're going to keep it straight here, coming to the checkered, or the green and white flag. And it's going to be Nathan Inman by a long distance coming to the line, and Nathan Inman will win stage number 1. Drake Gosling 2nd. Noah Rivera 3rd. Caleb Nelson 4th, and Benson Pedden 5th. Good rally by Benson to get up there.
Gotta be careful right here. They're gonna wreck coming back.
Yeah, under caution. So that'll be your top 10 in this stage. You can see it here on the left, top left. Ryan, you will get 3 stage points for finishing 3rd or finishing 8th. Yeah, it looks like Braden Sisko also caught back up to that pack at the end of that run. So he looks like he can still hang with the draft. Chris Lilly as well. That would be an amazing comeback if he can come back up here and race with these guys.
Yeah, that would be huge for him.
Probably going to see pit stops here with Inman and Gosland coming around here. Just writing down this top 10 for the stage while these guys pit.
Gonna be very interesting to see who comes off of pit road in the lead.
It obviously doesn't really show that you can hang on to it because the leader at that restart, I believe, was Nick Hagee, and he fell way back on that restart. So obviously doesn't really show if you can hang on to it, but if you have a fast enough car, you can. So here we go. It stops.
One stayed out, but he's a lap down. We'll see if he comes to pit road next time by. Pit road next time by, he'll have his lap back, but gotta hop a gas and go for Inman, and he makes contact.
He did make some
with a
contact.
48.
Gosling out second. Rivera third. Peterson fourth. Bogey fifth. McCoy sixth. Graves seventh. Cisco 8th, Gaston 9th, and Brian Lilly 10th. And the lap cars will stay out because they're going to have to pit next time by. Like I said, it's very hard to get your lap back in this series at all, unless it's like a short track. Especially at a track like this, it's very difficult. So I expect to see a lot more aggressive racing in this stage. I don't see anything changing. Nobody's going to be letting off or letting anybody in line. They're just going to be all going for it. It's Daytona. Why would you?
Interesting here to see which one of these guys didn't change.
Have to see what happens here. Nathan Inman had a really fast car at the end of that stage. We'll see if he can continue that. Also, Braden Cisco was running very well at the end of that stage. He caught back up to the pack after losing the draft. Here we go. Stage 2 is underway, and we're racing again. Back up to speed they go. The top 2 get away, just like we saw in the beginning of the last restart. Gosling trying to get to the back bumper of the 00. Here comes a run from Rivera with help from Peterson to get to the 88's bumper. They're both going to go to the inside. I think the 45 wanted to go to the inside of the 47, but he blocked him, so they're just going to have to work together here unless the 45 goes 3 wide, which he does. 3 wide for second, and that's exactly what Nathan Inman wants to see in his rearview mirror. Just keep on battling.
They're spreading out big time here.
Yeah. A lot of these cars are damaged up here. The 93 is damaged. The 81's damaged. The 99's damaged. The 26 has damage. The 88 has damage. These guys are all beat up, but they don't care. I think that 00 is the cleanest car in the field, along with Peterson.
Why he's able to just, those two are able to just jump out in front. Now Peterson's going to have a run at him.
They're 3 wide behind him again. Drew Graves up here. Here comes Braden Cisco in the 26.
47 went so far up the track, I don't think that even mattered.
I wonder what happened to Nick Hagee. He was up there racing for the lead earlier, and he didn't really get in any wreck, and he's just out here really off the pace. Along with Colin Cope. He's back there as well. But up front, the top 2 pulling away once again. Peterson has a run. Will he use it? Noel Rivera going for the 3rd spot under his fellow rookie, Drew Graves. Braden Cisco and Ryan Bogey up in the mix as well. Here come the rest of the pack. Bergen Smith, Lilly, Gaston, Faircloth, Nelson, and Peterson trying to hang on. Or Pettin, not Peterson. But can anybody catch this top 2? I think they're going to do it. They got to run now. Here they come.
Here comes the run. They're going to get him single file here.
These 2 guys are single file, and it's really helping them. And here comes Rivera. I think once they get back together, it's going to be a very exciting race to the finish.
Oh, could Rivera maybe give him the bumper? He's right up there with him.
And he's going to shoot to the inside. He's got no help, though.
No help at all.
And that's going to hurt him. Here comes the 26 to the outside.
So he did gain a position.
Graves to the inside for 3rd. Not going to make it happen. Oh, yeah, he will. He will get to the inside.
To be very careful here.
These guys are still battling. Peterson still has not gotten by Inman.
if there's not a wreck, I think this pack is really just.
Oh, contact the 26. And the 9 made some contact. I think the 9 was trying to side draft and just got into his left rear a little bit. That really could have been bad.
As I was trying to say, if there is not a wreck, I think this pack is really just checked out, and I think they're really.
Yeah, these are the guys racing for the lead. I think from Inman back to Pedin, I think these guys, if these guys back here can just hang on and then get back up to these guys, I think they have a chance. But we will, if we go green the rest of the way, I think we will have to see at least one or two green flag pit stops. I think one. I think they will not be able to make it.
They will be pitting again for sure.
Peterson has gotten to the bumper, but he has nobody behind him to push him, so he's not going to make the move. It just shows.
Just calm down a little bit.
Yeah, it shows.
What were we gonna say?
Shows that if these top two can get hooked up and not make any moves, they can really get away.
Alright, well, as I was saying, this race has kind of calmed down a little bit. I think it's time for some crank it up.
Let's do it. So let's get it done. Alright, everyone, that was your crank it up here at Daytona. We have a battle for the lead. Noel Rivera has gotten past the 45 of Peterson, and he is all over the back of the 00 of Nathan Inman.
They've checked out from the rest of these guys so far, but we'll see if Bergen-Smith can get a run at him.
Bergen-Smith has actually kind of snuck up here. We haven't really talked about him that much, and he's actually got right up to the bump of the 47. See if Drake Gosling can get up there and help Brooks down the back straightaway here. He's going to make a move.
See if he gets a win. A few seasons ago, I don't remember specifically what season it was.
Bergen-Smith? Bergen-Smith is, I believe it was at Kansas.
Yeah, at Kansas in season 5. He had been racing in this series for 4 seasons and didn't get a single win until season 5, and that's been his only career win.
He's continuing to race. He's one of the only guys that have continued to race here since season number 1. Same sponsor, 2 numbers. I believe in the first couple seasons he was number 13 with the Buffalo Wild Wings sponsorship, and then switched to 74 since then. And he is still that way.
Points.
So not a great year for him so far.
Not sure how drastic that would be. It would definitely be drastic in the back of the points, but
yeah. Up front, oh, the 48. He's all over the back of the 47. Almost turned him there in the corner. On the entrance to the corner. Faircloth up to 3rd. Here comes Drake Gosling. They're going to work together. See, this is what you got to do. The 88 will push the 48 to the inside. But everything's battling for 2nd, not for the lead. Nathan Inman continues to lead. With 15 laps to go, we're coming down to the wire. 3 wide. Gosling trying to get up there to his teammate. Up in the front.
See if he can get a 2nd win this year.
Yeah, he's been a really good... he's been one of the best drivers this season. But so far, here tonight, he's been kind of up and down. And right now, he's trying to get up to 2nd, but Faircloth...
The 37 got really close
3
to
wide.
9.
The 9's trying to squeeze it in there, and he's going to make it happen. We're 3 wide for 2nd.
You have to be careful. They're making contact.
They're so close, and the 00 is just pulling away from all this. He's loving it. You would have thought his sponsor was McDonald's, 'cause he's loving it. He's liking the
Joseph's
view.
gonna get sucked up right here.
Yeah, he's got cars both sides of him with pushers on both sides, and he's got nothing behind him except a 74, which isn't really going to help him that much. The inside lane's got a train. Dylan Fox up to second now. Can he do anything with Nathan Inman? Drew Graves to the inside for second. I think we're going to go 3 wide. Here comes Peterson. And no, we're not.
Peterson's pushing it. He's been a little over-aggressive at times. Seriously, you never know. Look at this, the 88.
He almost got hooked there.
I think they're going to wreck here.
They're getting so close here. Everybody wants to get to the front, and Nathan Inman has led every single lap since the drop of the green flag in stage 2. And he is not looking back. I honestly don't think we've seen somebody who's won the stage and the race this season. And he's looking to be the first to do it.
14th in points.
Oh, contact! Around goes the 3. Drake goes on around. And this pack has just gotten...
Have to get out of the way.
Just gotten piled up here off of turn 2. Watch out. Everybody slow down. Watch out. Watch out. They're trying. They're swerving. Oh, they barely made it through that. Oh, that was close.
Literally clipped the 88. There's more guys behind them.
They're going to be able to slow down by then, I think. Let's hope they do.
So careful.
Drake Rosen got turned there off of turn 2 into the 3, and that's how that happened. They're going to be able to slow down by then, but back to the line. Inman's lead is diminished. We're going to see maybe some pit strategy here to try to get in front of him.
That is absolutely the last thing that Inman wanted was a caution, because now his big lead on those guys who are just constantly battling 3 wide, it's all gone. So pit stop, and then gets a great restart. Have that lead much longer, and I believe you're right. This is not won a race and stage, so
yeah. I was just saying, I didn't think that 74 was going to help him on the inside there, or in the middle, and he didn't help him at all here.
He did more than not help him. He turned him. So.
Yeah, hooked him in the left rear. We've seen that multiple times tonight. The front bumpers of the Camaros are pointed, so it's kind of hard to bump draft in the corners, and hooked the 3, and they spun out. 88 almost had it saved, and then the 74 got hooked up in the wall. 47 barely slipped by. 48 to 9. That's basically all the Chevys in that group. They're all taken out there. All the good Chevys, besides Inman, that were actually racing out there. Goslin's going to have to work his way back up there.
Goslin was definitely he's not happy on the radio.
Ooh, look at this.
Involved in this.
Is Mason Tyler lapped down? He is not, so he's going to stay out. If he is not on the lead lap, then that's not going to matter, but I think he's on the lead lap. Let's see here.
I believe he is. Yeah, he's being scored the leader.
Or he's being scored on the tail end of the lead lap, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen there. But let's just focus on pit stops. Nathan Inman. Will anybody beat him out? I think if nobody beats him on a pit road, I think he's gonna check out.
If anyone's gonna beat him out, it's gonna be the 49.
There's a lot of trouble on that right side.
45.
He had to check up there. He made some contact, but Peterson's gonna beat him out.
I told you.
Tony Peterson in those pit stops. A quick pit stop, and it's going to get him out first in front of Inman. That could be the money stop of the night right there. Braden Sisko third. Drew Graves and Lilly, top 5.
49 by accident, but I meant 45. I told you he had that front pit stop. He was going to be the guy to beat him off pit road. He did. See, what a pit stop for that guy, that team.
Now he's going to have to hold off Nathan Inman.
Take the race lead.
This is going to be a crazy race to the finish. Jared, I don't think you're out. No, you're in 16th. You were involved in one accident. I saw Joseph asked where he was. Joseph, you are... Just saw you.
I think he might have retired.
No, one lap down, 29th, and... GoPro Cup Series. Jackson, you are...
Those were earlier incidents.
12th. So here we go. We're coming to the final pace lap. 1 to go. And the 89 is on the tail end of the lead lap. You're going to see him here. He's not on the lead lap, so he's going to definitely be a factor on this restart. He might be slower. Look how beaten his car is. So this could maybe help Inman if he slows up to 45. That could allow Inman to the inside. He's got another Chevy behind him.
See, though, it doesn't really matter what the manufacturer is unless it's bump drafting, because like you mentioned, the Camaros have kind of a pointed nose in the front, so... But definitely think Chevy's definitely been the most dominant driver, or dominant manufacturer so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Not only in this race, but in this season, but...
This could be the
never know.
This could be the biggest restart of the race. This could be the last restart of the race. It's going to be...
We're on lap 48, I think that is.
Here we go.
What lap is that?
48. Coming to lap 49. Green flag back in the air. A move to the outside by Inman. Is he going to have help? He's going to might even lose a spot.
No help. No help.
The 26 is going to go to the top to help him. The 45 is going to go to the inside of the lapper. And now Inman's going to be stuck behind him. Unless the 89 can get up to speed. That's going to be bad for... Yeah, he's slow. Inman and Cisco are going to be held up here. And look at Drew Graves out of nowhere up to second. Here he comes. The rookies working together. Here come the rookies on the bottom.
He's been consistent this season.
3 wide.
We've seen him run up front multiple times this year.
3 wide.
Just never know. Here comes Rivera.
3 wide for the lead.
And this is so intense right here.
The rookies
Careful.
almost touched doors there. And Noel Rivera with a 3 wide move is going to take the lead away. Brian Lilly's in the mix. We haven't talked about him at all.
Brian Lilly could be going for his first career win.
He gets pushed to the outside, though. He's got the 45 up there with him, but they're kind of separated.
Everyone's going to come up high. Everyone's going to come up high, so the 93 will still... No, it's 3 wide again.
Pet into the inside. Could he win 2 in a row?
Here comes Inman behind them all.
Nathan Inman back in the mix. He still has a chance. He's going to go 3 wide.
Comes Graves looking low. Graves, I was trying to say, he's been low-key consistent this year so
really.
far.
He has been. And he's going to make a move for the lead.
Get a win right now. This would be huge.
Jackson Steiner here as well.
Steiner has come so close this year multiple times and
Yeah.
just hasn't been able to get it done.
And he has a chance here. Look at Chris Lilly. He's in this pack. He's still hanging on.
I think Chris Lilly is a little too far back to really do anything.
He's still off the pace, but it's cool to see him up in this pack after wrecking on lap, I think it was 3 or 4. Steiner for the lead.
Steiner for the lead.
He's got Inman behind him. Do not let Inman to the lead or he's going to be so hard to pass. Unless they can make a move on him here. Peterson's going to try to put him in the middle.
Pettin's in the middle. He didn't know whether he wanted to go high or low, and now here comes the 45.
Watch out. Contact.
Oh, don't wreck. The 97.
Out front.
Together.
Watch out. The 48 and the 53 are hanging onto the back of this pack.
Comes the 45.
To the lead. Here comes Tony Peterson. He goes high. Here comes Nick Hagee. Looking for his second career win. They're 3 by 3. This is intense.
Oh, man.
5 to go.
It's a 3 by 3. This is just...
Braden Cisco for the lead now. But he's got a Mustang behind him to the inside. Brian Lilly. Chris Lilly's in the mix now.
Yes, Chris Lilly.
He's beating and banging. He's trying to find his way to the front.
Oh my God.
Nick Hagee
so
out front.
Together.
Nick Hagee out front. Can he hold off the field? Braden Cisco and Tony Peterson side by side for second.
It was Brian Lilly.
Brian Lilly looking 3 wide under Cisco. I don't think he's there though. He's not gonna be able to make it happen.
I think maybe if he gets a run in the corner, but so did Cisco. The 90's all out in front by himself, and the top line just goes so high.
Can anybody get to Nick out front? They're not really making a run on him.
Too, because they're just so
close.
Together.
45 to the inside. He's gonna shut the door. Contact. Put the 45 in second. Now can he make anything happen with Nick Hagee?
Peterson's also come close to a couple of wins this year.
Yeah, he's been running very well. He's trying to get his, I think his second career win. He won last year at the Roval. And he's caught the 90. He's got another Mustang behind him.
Here
Watch
comes
out on this inside
Faircloth on
lane.
the bottom.
Watch this inside lane with Chris Lilly on the bottom with Caleb Nelson and Drake Gosen behind him. The top three have pulled away. Here comes Cisco.
Cisco goes on. That gives the bottom line a chance to catch up.
And he's going to
Catch
get
the
there.
draft here.
Braden Cisco looking for, I believe, his first career win. He's going to clear him. Here comes Faircloth. 2 laps to go this time by.
We are getting the show that we came for.
Yes, we are. Can anybody push Braden Cisco to get to the 90? Or can they sniff the draft?
93. If anyone's going to make a move, it has to be in these 2 laps right here.
Will the 48 push the 26, or will he make a move on him?
Huge one on the bottom.
I think the 48 is going to make a move on him here. He doesn't want to sit behind him. He's going to make a move to the inside. Side drafts him.
To go with him.
Nobody's going to go with him, and the 26 will get back down in front of him. They might wreck. They're making contact back here. Chris Lilly almost got turned. Coming to the white flag. Can anybody pass Nick Hagee? Down the front straight away they go.
White flag in the air. One more lap around Daytona. Who is going to come out with the victory in this crazy mess of a race right here?
Faircloth to the inside again. He's going to make it work this time. Can Ryan Bogey get up to help him?
They're too wide for second.
That's going to help.
We haven't talked about him
the 90.
all race.
Hagee and Faircloth, they've been very fast all race long. Can Ryan Bogey get up there to push the 48? Or will it's just going to be too little too late? Can Faircloth make a move off of 4? Into
He
turns
walks
3
it.
and 4 for the final time.
See if he can maybe force him high.
Here we come. It's going to be too late. Nick Hagee, for his second career win, is going to take the checkered flag here at Daytona. 3 wide for second.
It's Faircloth who took second.
Ryan Bogey third. And Noel Rivera fourth. And Nathan Inman comes home fifth. After all that, Chris Lilly gets a top 10.
What a finish.
What a race. That was amazing.
That was Daytona racing at its finest.
And Nick Hagee comes home with his first one of the season and his second of his career. How about that? That was fun. 56 laps of great racing.
That was really entertaining, to say the least.
Yes, it was.
I think really entertaining is an understatement. That was just, my God, that was so intense. Nick Hagee's got to be over the moon right now.
Yeah, he's got to be so excited. Chevrolet wins once again.
It is no small feat to win at this track. This is Daytona 500, whether it's the 100 or whether it's the Clash, really. Anytime you win at Daytona, because you've just won at one of the biggest tracks in the NASCAR circuit, and here tonight.
Like I said, after all that, Chris Lilly fought his way from wrecking on the first couple laps to being almost a lap down, coming up to finish in the top 10. That's pretty crazy. Along with some other guys that also were involved in accidents, like Bogey, I believe, had some damage. Pettin was he had to pit off a restart. He comes home with the top 10. Braden Cisco, I believe, had some damage. It was crazy. It was a demolition derby that turned into a great finish. And I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Like that, out of that craziness. So we are going to be taking a break on Wednesday to prepare for the All-Star race,
Which is going to
as we're
be
used to.
this weekend. So next weekend.
Again, so no race on Wednesday, and then on either Saturday or Sunday will be both the Open and the All-Star race. So
Get ready for that.
taking a bit of a break to get preparations and make sure
We have the
sure that
field
we're
out, right, and everything.
all good for that. We are trying to make a bigger field for the All-Star race, so we'll have more updates on that stuff
Yeah.
coming soon. So pay attention on our Instagram, and
Also on the website
that'll
as
be
well,
it
we'll
for
have
Daytona.
more news on that. So we'll see you guys next weekend for the All-Star weekend. Definitely not going to be a disappointment after this race. These next weeks are going to be really fun. This week was fun, and next week's going to be fun. So
So again, congratulations to Nick Hague. That's a big win for him. He was, I'm not sure where he was in points. Quick. Coming into this race, he was actually 8th in points. So that's a
that's going
big
to help
boost
him.
for him.
That's really going to help him. But at the beginning of this race, after about midway through the race, Jackson Steiner looked like he was definitely going to take the points lead away from Chris Lilly. Chris Lilly finished in front of Jackson Steiner, so that looks like that's not going to happen.
I don't know. I don't think it'll happen there.
Yeah. That's called perseverance by the 53 team. So we'll see who's the points leader. I'll definitely post those tomorrow for you guys. So we'll see you guys then. And bye, guys. See you guys next time.